Welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're off to Dereel. Dereel is a rural town in the Western District of the Australian state of Victoria. It is located on the Ballarat-Colac Road, 33 kilometres or 21 miles from Ballarat, 70 kilometres or 43 miles from Colac, and 142 kilometres or 88 miles west of the state capital, Melbourne. There is no clearly defined town centre, though Dereel Soldiers Memorial Hall, located on Swamp Road, is commonly considered as the town centre. Now I do apologise if I'm calling it Dereel or Dereel or any other version of it. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I'm going to stick with Dereel whenever possible. Dereel was the name of an outstation of a pastoral run which was taken up in 1843. It is thought that the name was derived from an Aboriginal word descriptive of a tribal boundary. Dereel Lagoon, about 2 kilometres in diameter, is west of the village. There are forested hills in the vicinity, and Dereel's early settlement was supported by the timber cutting industry, gold mining and grazing. Gold was found in the district in 1855. No special rush in Dereel is recorded, but settlement was sufficient by 1864 for a school to open. Gold mining continued beyond 1900, but by the 1930s the population fell to about 100 people and the school was closed. It was, however, reopened in 1959 when local parents added a room to the Memorial Hall, but closed after 1970 when the attendance was 13 pupils. The churches also fell from 2 to 0. From the mid-1970s, the township has attracted new residents, and the village did have a general store, a nursery and engineering works, as well as the Memorial Hall. The hilly Enfield State Forest is north of Dereel. Unfortunately, on March the 27th, 2013, a bushfire at Dereel destroyed livestock, 16 houses, 40 outbuildings and 18 sheds. The fire covered 1,300 hectares or 3,212 acres, and after the fire, residents lobbied for improved mobile phone reception. Dereel Post Office opened on the 1st of November 1868 and closed in 1971. Dereel includes a large wetlands area referred to as the swamp or lagoon, and in recent years it is almost or mostly dry. Now, as I'm flying the drone at the moment, unfortunately the drone is sort of flying at a 45-degree angle because of the high winds. It did rain, and I took this opportunity just to show you some of the canola fields that are nearby to the town. So once again, I do apologise. The opportunity to get the drone up and also do more filming was limited due to rain that came and went. So here I am, I finally made it. It's a nice drive. I took all the back roads to Dereel, and I can tell you in this immediate area you will come across alpacas, llamas, sheep, what else do I see? Heaps of cattle, no sort of dairy sort of cows, and also heaps and heaps of fields of the canola type, so plenty of orange and yellow and all those sort of colours, and look terrific. So here we are, and I'll just spin this camera around to show you exactly where I am. So there's your sign to the town, and as you can see, plenty of sheep, and not too far in the distance you got the wind turbines. It is quite windy today, so we'll go check out the town. So here we are at the Dereel Soldiers Memorial Hall and also their community centre. So a lot of bathrooms here. There's also a skate park and a hall, I guess, and the toilets. So here's their map. There is a bus stop here, so I'm not sure where that would take you, but it obviously takes you somewhere. And here's another map of the immediate area. So it does appear that they do have a mobile library that stops in the town from time to time. I'm assuming that's probably from Geelong that organises that. A lot of the towns in this area and most regional areas will have a mobile library that comes to visit. So there you go. So this is the community hall. Once again, there is a definite smell that I can't sort of explain that well, but when you come into regional areas and if you lived and resided in the city, it's just a different smell. It's not a bad smell, it's just a country smell. So here you have the Community Emergency Response Team. I'm assuming that must be like a SES type organisation or affiliated with them. So right next to the Memorial Hall, or the Community Hall, you have the CFA. But what I do like is the fact is there is a men's shed right next door, which is, I think they're great. I think there's also things for women to be a part of, some sort of auxiliary farming group or country auxiliary sort of organisation for the women, but this is good for the guys as well, especially those that are retired or just looking for a hobby or to learn skills with other guys, and also probably for the wives to get the husbands out of the house too. So this is your skate park. What is also good is obviously a lot of tracks for mountain biking, and if you come to this location there is which I think nearly every town could organise, is these stands that have got all the tools to repair your bicycle, which I think is just great. Once again, this is also a town that really doesn't have a general store as such, and in a location like this would be perfect for a small hub, because they've got power here for like coin operated machines to buy drinks, even spare parts for bicycles. I think I've mentioned that a few times at some of the towns, and also maybe some products that the locals might use on a regular basis, maybe long life milk, stuff like that. It's just an idea, and I'm just speaking aloud. But once again, this is a well kept town. I think all the locals are quite proud of their town. Everything's nice and neat and very, very clean. Once again, there's a barbecue just there in the middle of your screen, and it's for free. Just press the button and away you go. So here are some of the basic rules for the skate park. It's open till 8 AM till dusk. You've got looks like a soccer pitch at the background there. You've got a wall, 4 square. It's very clean, I have to admit. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed that, but there was a vehicle here, and it looks like the Shire will drop off, a fair bit of pine bark. And if you're a local, I guess, or anyone, I'm assuming, can just come up, load up their trailer or some buckets and use it in their gardens, which I think is terrific. So once again, this is the Soldiers Memorial Hall and the Community Centre. So here we are where you can get water from. It looks like people are nicking the water and they want you to prepay for it, and where you can get the key to access it. I don't see any locks at the moment, but I guess it's a warning for those, and people are aware that you're nicking water, so quit it. Here we have the post office. Well, not necessarily the post office, but where you bring your post. And I do like how they line up all the letter boxes for the post. You'd come around and do it all in one hit pretty much, or for a number of houses anyway. So this is very much the main intersection. and I got the drone up. It is not the best of days. It has been raining on and off, and I've just sneaked in the drone to go up, and that's probably going to be the best I can for at the moment. I'll hang around for a while, but you probably won't see the canola fields because they're just on the other side of this area, or they've just been planted, so you don't see that bright yellow everywhere. But there's plenty of sheep, as I mentioned, llamas, alpacas and horses. There's as many as you want. Now here we are at what used to be, I believe, the general store. You would have seen one photo, I think, a little bit earlier with the historic stuff that's at the start of the video, and I definitely believe this is the old general store. They've got a fence up. It is a private residence. I think the giveaway is the power pole and that tree, and also how the telephone box is still there, and it does operate, so in case of emergency people have still got access to that public phone. So you can tell by the roof line, and if you were to look back at the general store, that's what it used to be, and I can still see the driveways where you drive in and drive out. So that's no longer available to the community. But then it does open the opportunity, as I said earlier, at the community hall or the memorial hall, to put in what I've always considered a good idea, but I could be wrong, a hub for coin-operated machines. Just a handful, and you know, these days nearly everything's via a card, so it's one of those tap on, tap off. Your items come to you, and you try to get as many things that don't perish. And you could probably have a sign out the front telling passing motorists that if they needed a drink other than water, that there is an option just where the public toilets are. I don't know if you can see that, but right there in the middle of the screen, in that shed, there is a goat that's eyeballing me. He's just nodded his head. Here he comes. Will he come and say hello? Oh, there's two of them. They're just eyeballing me. But anyway, so now I can put goats in that I've seen in this township as well. It is a small one, and once again, I just want to reiterate that it is not the best of weather, and it is raining on and off. Now I'll just jump in here, and once again, all credits and references to the photos and the voiceover will be noted in the description below. And if you did like the video, by all means click on that like button or that thumbs up icon. You're more than welcome to share with others, and if you do consider subscribing, please do so, as it does help the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.